Okay, if we add the numbers 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to 2n minus 1, we claim to get the number n squared. We can verify that by example. 1 plus 3 is 4, or 2 squared. And if n equals 2, well, let's do it this way. N equals 2 tells us that 2n minus 1 will equal 3, right? If n is 2, then if we double n and subtract 1, we get 3. That means we'll add these numbers up and end with 3. So 1 plus 3 gives us 4. Let's try a larger number. Let's try n equals 5. Then what's 2n minus 1? Well, 2 times 5 minus 1 is 9. So we'll continue the sequence up to 9. Okay, we'll add 1 and 3 and 5 and 9. Now you can add that up better than I can. But if we add all these up, wait a minute. Yeah, we forgot 7. Because I wasn't getting something that made sense there. Okay, let's fix that. That's 7 plus 9. Now you add that up while I get the white out and make that look right. Okay, easy to change the 9 into a 7 and just get rid of everything doesn't look like a plus there. And we're ready to go on. Okay, well, if you add these up, I think you're going to get 25. 9 and 7 is 16, and 5 is 21, and 3 is 24, and 1 is 25. And of course, that's what? 5 squared. Now the 5 here matches the 5, as it should. In other words, if we substitute 5 for n, we should get 5 squared when we add all this up. That's what this is saying. And if we substituted 2, of course, we should have ended up with 2 squared. Whatever number we use here, we use here. So if n is 2, we're going to compare n squared, 2 squared, with the sum that we get when we go up to this number. N equals 5, we'll compare 5 squared with the sum of what we get when we go up to 2n minus 1, which is 9. Basically, what we can say then is we added here the first 5 odd numbers and we got the square of 5. If we add the first 2 odd numbers, we get the square of 2. That's just a vernacular way of saying, or just a verbal way of saying that this relationship holds. So these are just examples of the relationship. We could, I guess, do one more down here. If we used n equals 6 just to compare, then 2n minus 1 would be 11. 2 times 6 minus 1 is 11. And we would get 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. In other words, just adding 11 onto what we already had, which is clearly going to give us 36, or 6 squared. We see the spacing between the 5th and the 6th square is 11, which is 2n minus 1. So this 2n minus 1 tells us how far the next square is from the previous. And the distance between the squares, again, goes up by odd numbers.